Hello, welcome to LMU Community TV News. I'm Ashley Hurley. Thank you for joining us. Prior to the class of 2015, DeBus College of Osteopathic Medicine celebrating its commencement, their award ceremony was held Friday morning, May 8th at the Hamilton Math and Science Building. The awards ceremony honors the achievements made within the medical program, and these awards included Outstanding Anatomy Student, Outstanding Molecular Fundamentals of Medicine, Outstanding Medical Physiology Student, and Outstanding Pharmacology and OPP Student. Other awards were presented that did include the Donna Jones Morisuga Memorial Award that was awarded by the American Osteopathic Foundation. A Family Medicine and Internal Medicine awards were also presented, along with the Scalpel Award for Excellence in Surgery. Over a dozen other awards were presented before the conclusion of the ceremony. Among those awards was the Dr. Ray E. Stowers Legacy Award that serves to recognize academic teaching excellence in medical education at LMU DCOM. The award was established by the inaugural LMU DCOM Alumni Association and is presented annually to a recipient who has dedicated themselves to serving the underserved of rural Appalachia and continuing the legacy of the institution. Commencement for LMU DCOM took place Saturday, May 9th at Tex Turner Arena. Dr. Donald Polk, Chair of the Federation of State Medical Boards and Chair of the Tennessee Board of Osteopathic Examination, served as commencement speaker. LMU DCOM opened its doors in 2007 and currently holds a student body of more than 600 students, crediting it to being one of the largest medical student enrollments in the state of Tennessee. The members of the class of 2015 will be in 100 different residency programs in 33 states and within 22 different specialties. Lincoln Memorial University welcomed Dr. George D. Koo to deliver the commencement address on Friday, May 8th at Tex Turner Arena. Koo is Adjunct Research Professor of Education Policy at the University of Illinois and Chancellor's Professor of Higher Education Emeritus at Indiana University. He is the founder of the Indiana University's Center for Post-Secondary Research and the National Survey of Student Engagement and Related Instruments for law students, beginning college students, and faculty. Koo has 375 publications and has made several hundred presentations on topics related to institutional improvement, college student engagement, assessment strategies, and campus cultures. He has been a consultant to more than 350 institutions of higher education and educational agencies in the United States and abroad. Koo earned a BA from Luther College from St. Cloud State University and PhD from the University of Iowa, and has been awarded 9 honorary degrees. Lincoln Memorial University President B. James Dawson conferred the degrees of 496 students on Friday. Family and friends of over 400 students participated in the commencement ceremony held in the Tex Turner Arena. During the ceremony, LMU conferred 139 associates, 207 bachelor's, and 128 master's, along with 22 doctoral degrees. Chelsea Ryan of Tazewell, Tennessee, earned valedictorian honors as the undergraduate, graduating with the highest grade point average. The university also honored English faculty member Dr. Jacques Dubrow with the Lincoln Award for Outstanding Scholarship and Professional Achievement, one of LMU's most prestigious awards. It recognizes faculty members with distinguished academic achievements. Dubrow was recognized for his high quality of published work, including roughly 100 published stories, poems, reviews, and scholarly articles. As another school year comes to an end, LMU Community TV is sitting down with President B. James Dawson to get some insight on the past year and what we can look forward to in the future. Here is a little preview of our half-hour interview.
It's been a great year for Lincoln Memorial University. Of course, we greeted our inaugural class in the veterinary medicine program, and that's a tremendous success already. We're proud of what's happened there. We hosted the NCAA regional tournament for basketball. We've had a great year in terms of the accreditation process and the schools that have gone through regional and professional accreditation. And so in general, things at Lincoln Memorial University have been very positive. We just had the board meeting and reported to the board that once again this year we have a balanced budget, and that's always positive for an institution. So in general, I couldn't be happy.
Stay tuned to our Facebook page, LMU-TV, for a schedule of times to see the end of the year interview. Now, coming up after the break, we will continue the exclusive interview with Dr. Gary Burchett on the Canto program. Stick around, we've got that and more right after this.
They'll test you, try to break your will. But however loud the loudness gets, however many cheese puffs may fly, you're the driver, the one in control. Stand firm. Just wait. And move only when you hear the click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
Doesn't see race. Love is love.
It's Ava and this is Tess from Do Your Selfie, where we recreate the hottest looks from today's biggest music videos.
After cleaning out our closet, we have a lot of clothes we don't wear anymore.
Like this old pile of t-shirts.
It's not garbage, it's actually a new rug.
And to make it, all you need to do is cut, tie, and glue.
Cut the t-shirt into strips.
Tie the strips into knots.
And glue the knots to the bath mat. I love it. Give your garbage another life.
And recycle.
Dad's home!
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
And welcome back. We are continuing our exclusive interview with Dr. Gary Burchett, second Vice Chairman of LMU's Board of Trustees. He took time to sit down and talk with us about the Canto program that takes place right here on the campus of Lincoln Memorial University. He continues his story with us today.
We took those 32 girls and their escorts and gave them 2 weeks of intensive English as a second language, which really was no more than teaching them conversational English in those days, because there's not a whole lot you can do in 2 weeks. And then the nice thing about that, we had a 1-week homestay program with area families. And we were fortunate to keep 2 of the girls, and one of which is another story in itself. I could talk about it for an hour about one of the young ladies who stayed with us as a 16-year-old high school girl, later became almost the same as a foster daughter, because she came back to school and experienced a nice relationship with us, and we're still related to her, because she is now lives in Portland, Oregon, with her Chinese-American husband and 2 teenage children. So that's a side story. Her name is Naomi Yoshida, and they stayed with a week. One of the most heart-rending kind of things you'd ever have, to have these 2 young Japanese girls, as other families in the community just rolled out the red carpet for them. And then they left, went down to Chattanooga for a second homestay and back to Japan. It was a wonderful experience the first time. And there was no doubt we did a good job. The community just absolutely was wonderful to step up, and we learned an awful lot about the Japanese culture and all of those things. And that was the beginning of a tremendously long very rewarding relationship on both sides. And I was told 79. I think it was 77. It really doesn't.
Be sure you join us next week as we continue the story on his involvement with the Canto International program. Lincoln Memorial University will partner with Remote Area Medical, also known as RAM, for its 6th clinic on Saturday, July 6th and Sunday, July 7th. The Community Outreach Project will provide free medical, dental, and vision and services to the underserved, uninsured, undernourished, underinsured, and unemployed. LMU and RAM have provided $1,222,348 worth of services to 4,432 people since their first collaboration in 2006. The Tex Turner Arena parking lot will open at midnight and numbers will begin to be distributed at 3 a.m. The clinic will open at 6 a.m. each day and all services are rendered on a first-come, first-served basis with no eligibility requirements. Patients are encouraged to arrive early, at least by 3:30 a.m. and be prepared for inclement weather and long waits, and bring snacks and drinks to last you throughout the day. Patients who are unable to stand for long periods of time are encouraged to bring a lawn chair with them. The patient entrance will be located at the lower level of the Tex Turner Arena, which is behind the building. The lower level parking lot will be reserved for event staff and handicap parking only. All other parking will be in the upper parking lot with shuttle buses that will run from that lot to the patient entrance throughout the weekend. For more information about services that are going to be available at LMU RAM, you can call 423-869-7162. For more information about RAM, you can go to www.ramusa.org. Lincoln Memorial University has announced summer opportunities for faculty, staff, and students. As a Sullivan Endowment school, LMU may use endowment funding to participate in any of these programs. Sullivan Foundation Summer Institutes are held in Prague, Rome, and Raleigh, North Carolina. The dates for each vary based on their program. From July 1st through August 5th, you can earn from 3 to 9 semester credits, creating a network of leaders from around the world and participating in service projects. There are a limited number of $1,500 scholarships that are available to applicants from Sullivan schools. July 1st through 30th and August 1st through 5th, and that is varied based on the program. Through June 15th, you can design and present a business model for social impact through the George Mason University Social Innovation and Action Institute. You can earn up to 6 experimental learning credits while gaining real-world consulting experience. June 9th through 11th, you can be a part of the design and social innovation theme and explore how design thinking can help students to create meaningful, authentic innovations. September 16th through the 18th, the Algernon Sidney Sullivan Foundation is offering free registration to a limited number of participants from Sullivan schools. Now, if you are interested, you can email Rebecca at sullivanfdn.org for more information on how you can apply. In the second major grant announcement of the fiscal year of 2015, the National Endowment for the Arts will make a $10,000 award to Lincoln Memorial University to support the Appalachian Young Writers Workshop. The workshop is part of LMU's Arts in the Gap. The NEA will make 1,023 awards totaling $74.3 million nationwide in this funding round. A collaboration between LMU and Humanities Tennessee, the week-long campus residency offers development in a broad range of creative writing styles. The workshop also offers young writers the opportunity to be mentored by successful Appalachian writers who will serve as faculty members this summer. The Appalachian Young Writers Workshop will be held June 21st through 27th right here on LMU's main campus. Scholarship support has been provided by the Elizabeth George Foundation. Now, coming up after the break, we are going to offer you another segment from the Veterinary Technology Program. That's right after this. Right here.
The inherent right to work is one of the elemental privileges of a free people. Endowed, as our nation is, with abundant physical resources, and inspired as it should be to make those resources and opportunities available for the enjoyment of all, we approach reemployment with the real hope of finding a better answer than we have now.
Donate to Goodwill, where your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community.
Okay. I need you to calm down. What is my name? This is so bad. He's out there by himself.
Make sure you know where to find your family in an emergency. Start your plan.
Cinderella found the pet that fits her perfectly. Tiana gave her pet the royal treatment. Belle found beauty when no one else did. And you can too. Share your heart. Share your love. Bring home your forever friend. Make a shelter pet part of your world. Happily Ever After begins at theshelterpetproject.org.
Representatives from Lincoln Memorial University and Milligan College signed an articulation agreement last Wednesday, May 6th, opening the door for a seamless transition for Milligan graduates to pursue their interest in law at the LMU John J. Duncan Jr. School of Law in downtown Knoxville. LMU President B. James Dawson, as well as LMU DeSalle Associate Dean of Enrollment Services Randy Matthews, joined Milligan College President Bill Greer for a brief signing ceremony at the Milligan College main campus. Both LMU and Milligan are liberal arts institutions accredited by the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools. The agreement provides a streamlined admission process for Milligan baccalaureate degree holders at LMU DeSalle and establishes several scholarship opportunities. Additionally, LMU DeSalle will work with representatives from Milligan College to inform their students about the process of applying to law school, as well as providing resources to help them prepare for the law school admission test. Now we are going to turn to a segment that is brought to you each week by the Veterinary Technology Program right here on the campus of Lincoln Memorial University.
Wilson. And I'm Angie Harkinson, and we are students with the Veterinary Medical Technology Program, and we're going to be talking about adopting an animal from the shelter. If you're looking to adopt a pet, look no further than your local shelter. But before choosing the right dog or cat, ask yourself these important questions.
Is a pet right for my household? Who will take care of it? Can I afford a pet? Am I ready to make a lifelong commitment? Will I commit to basic training for my pet?
For more information, contact Claiborne Animal Shelter at 423-626-2686.
And be sure you stay tuned next week for another segment from the Veterinary Technology Program. And now we turn to our sports with Adam Haley. He wasn't here last week, but he's back to tell us all about everything that's going on, how everything's winding down, and essentially ended.
It's ended. We're 116 days away from the next LMU athletic event. But the academic calendar came to a close at the end of last week, and the athletes have all went home, and the athletic calendar now sits quiet. But there was one LMU athlete that was still finishing out his career, and that was golfer Braden Gallion. After his performance during the season and conference tournament, he was awarded a spot in the Division II South-Southeast Super Regional. Gallion finished the 3 days with only 18 shots over par, which was good enough for a tie for 82nd place. It will put a bookend on a career that has seen Gallion be named All-SAC First Team twice, including being named the 2014-15 SAC's Men's Golfer of the Year. And also with the end of the athletic seasons on campus came the awards banquet held back on April 28th. While the list is too long to go through every award given out by the coaches, the big awards given out by the athletics department look like this. The newcomers of the year were Fernando Miasi from the women's soccer team and Ryan Bank from the men's lacrosse team. Miasi finished her one and only season at LMU with 9 goals, which was 6th best in the conference last season. She was also named All-SAC First Team and NSCAA All-Southeast Region First Team. Bank was named to the All-SAC Honorable Mention after the season as he helped LMU on the defensive side of the field to hold their opponents to a conference-best 9.29 goals per game. The winners of the B. Frank Turner Award were Amanda Snow from the softball team and Nick Morabito from the baseball team. The B. Frank Turner Award is one that takes a look at the achievements on and off the field. Snow this season hit .304 with 8 home runs and 37 RBIs and was selected the conference first team once again. Off the field, Snow put together a 3.2 GPA while majoring in athletic training. She is also active with the North Knoxville Baptist Church, Friendsville Quaker Summer Camp, the Harrogate Relay for Life, the Animal Shelter in Tazewell, and Rojo, just to name a few. Morabito hit .307 this past baseball season with 7 home runs and 24 RBIs and was selected to the All-SAC First Team. In the classroom, Morabito graduated with a 3.1 GPA in business management. While at LMU, he was involved with The Hill, which is a campus ministry, Rojo, Make-A-Wish, and the Let's Can Hunger food drive, to name just a few of his community involvements. Now, the athletes of the year were Lindsay Davis from the golf team and Lorenza Ross from the basketball team. Davis finished her golf career winning the individual SAC championship. She finished her senior year with an average score of 77.95 per round, which is second best in school history. In 10 tournaments this season, she finished with 7 top 10s and 4 top 5s. Ross added this award to the SAC Player of the Year, NABC and Daktronics All-Southeast Regional First Team, and Division II Bulletin All-American Awards he already won earlier this year. He finished with 12.2 points per game, 5.3 assists per game, and 2.8 rebounds per game as he helped LMU to a 30-3 record before losing in the regional semifinals to Mount Olive back in March. And finally, the Tennessee Smokies will be back at home for back-to-back series with Montgomery and Jackson. On a 3-game losing streak as of Monday, they'll try to get back on track with a 5-game series against the Montgomery Biscuits. Monday, Thursday, and Friday's games will start at 7:05. Tuesday will be a doubleheader with Game 1 at 11:30 a.m. and Game 2 at 7:05. The Smokies will start their 6-game set with the Jackson Generals on Saturday, May 16th. To keep up with the Smokies, go to SmokiesBaseball.com. Now that's all for sports. However, when we return, Joseph Lewis will let you know if the Avengers were victorious again this past weekend with the box office report when we return here on LMU Community TV News.
Join the Vive Broadband TV revolution. Vive gives you the freedom to choose with loads of new channels like Up TV, The Hub, The Blaze, and Cubo. Vive's Watch TV Everywhere feature gives you the freedom to watch participating channels just about anywhere, anytime, on any device. And Vive Broadband Speed gives you the freedom to power internet TV services like Netflix, Hulu, Apple TV, and Google Chromecast. Join the TV revolution at vivebroadband.com.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft.
Do
fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course.
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
If I got to go to college, oh my goodness. I like discovering new things. You get to see what works for you and what doesn't. That helps you evolve as a person. And you get to make like a supernova of skill or talent or whatever it is. I've always wanted to go to college. I just feel like that's my destiny. My name is Queen, and I am your dividend.
Hello, I'm Joseph Lewis, bringing you all the latest information in the world of movies. Tops at the box office this weekend were led once again by Marvel's superheroic epic Avengers: Age of Ultron, and while it technically experienced a 60% drop in sales, it nonetheless took in another $77 million, bringing its total domestic gross to a whopping $312 million after only 2 weeks. Age of Ultron has also managed to accumulate a highly impressive $875 million worldwide, putting it well on the road to becoming one of the highest-grossing movies of all time. Following at number 2 was the buddy cop comedy Hot Pursuit, trailing far behind Ultron in its first week with $13 million, kind of a low take considering the star power of Reese Witherspoon. The drawing power of other current releases and generally negative buzz from critics and audiences definitely hurt Hot Pursuit, though it should be able to make back its relatively low $35 million budget in the coming weeks. And rounding out the top 3, still holding strong, was the Blake Lively starring romantic fantasy The Age of Adeline with $5.5 million. The film's slow but steady business is encouraging in that a film featuring a creative premise, based on an original screenplay, and starring a diverse cast is holding its own against financial juggernauts like Age of Ultron and Furious 7. Speaking of which, Furious 7 continues to stick around, pulling in another $5 million, while the lower-budgeted sci-fi film Ex Machina continues to grow in ticket sales, adding another $3.5 million to its now $15 million gross this weekend. Meanwhile, the weekend's other new release, the Jack Black and James Marsden starring dramedy The D Train, flopped right out of the gate with a mere $469,000. While Age of Ultron will in all likelihood continue to overtake the box office, this Friday it will receive heavy competition in the form of 2 new major releases, the post-apocalyptic action thriller Mad Max Fury Road and the musical comedy sequel Pitch Perfect 2. While both films clearly play to separate demographics, long-standing love for the Mad Max franchise and the massive following of the first Pitch Perfect film should make for an intriguing box office battle in the coming days. That's all for this week in the world of movies. I'm Joseph Lewis.
That is going to do it for this week's LMU Community TV News.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Adam Haley.
And for everyone behind the scenes, I'm Ashley Hurley. We'll see you next week.